What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Prison Architect. Now this is episode 2 on our channel. The first episode has gone absolutely amazing. What I've loaded up the game, I've hit pause because I didn't want to do anything other than that. So we're coming back into it. Like in the first episode, what we've done is, as you can see, we changed it up. We've brought this road, or we've brought this in, so like when the prisoners come off, they should stand here. Instead of standing here on the road, they should stand around here on this type of road. The truck's not going to come and drive through, which is what we figured out. So the truck's not going to come and drive down, it's not going to come anywhere here, it's just going to stay here, and then the prisoners should load off here. We're going to try that out because we have got a detention center set up and everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to reports, we're going to go to intake, we're going to go to total prisoners, and we're closing it off to medium sec, and we're just going to open it up to minimum. We're going to start off with a minimum security prison, so min sec is going to be the first one we're going to start with. Then we're going to make it where we're bringing medium as well, then we'll bring in max, and then so on and so forth, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to filter capacity. Oh, this is a holding cell, right? So if I bring in 8, oh right, no. So I can only bring in 3, so that's not too bad. So I'll bring in 3 because there's only 3 available. So we'll bring in 3 minimum security prisoners. And while that's going on, that means that if I start this, in 17 hours and 30 minutes, we'll get 3 prisoners coming in, and it'll all work out quite well for us. We've got the warden, we've got the accountant, we need to go into bureaucracy, whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called fully. We need to get this extra grant, so this bureaucracy, that's what it is. Like I say in the last video, I said it once, twice, we're going to go off it. It's like, I will say it differently in certain times. It's a hard word for me to pronounce, but you know, it is what it is, right? So that's that. Now we're going to go into reports, and we're going to see what grants we can pick up. And I think cell block A, we're definitely picking that one up because it's decent. We want to try and get that one going straight away. That means we're going to build up a cell block capacity, raise prisoner capacity up to like 15 prisoners. Inmate health and well-being. Now that wouldn't be a bad one to start off with, like building a medical ward. Prison maintenance. I think this one is the one I want more, because as you can see, the floors are dirty and all that. So I want to try and get into this one. So we'll get prison maintenance and we'll get cell block. Now, I want to slow this down because it says, right, raise your prisoner's capacity. Right, so I've got all this here. This is like unused space. I don't know why I've got unused space, but I'm going to plan out. Like I said, this is just a detention center. It's nothing other than, for the time being, just bringing in like 3 prisoners and getting them to do my little, do what they need to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plan out an actual prison section now. So this is going to get chopped and chained. That's what it is. So we're going to go from here. I'm going to go 30 meters off, and then we're going to go up. I'm going to go up to probably about 35, 36. Yeah. And I'll do it like that, just so it goes up. Because the canteen's going to need to be added into it. The shower, I think we can keep the shower where it is, but the canteen is probably going to need to be bigger, so we need to do something like about the canteen. Maybe if we go up here and then just knock this little bit off here, like get rid of that bit, then go up here, maybe bring the kitchen up, so the kitchen, like the kitchen's a little bit bigger, like it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think if we go 5 on the kitchen, it'll actually be a lot bigger, and then we can have this as the canteen, and then we could extend the shower by like doing that here and then just getting rid of this completely. So we'll do that, and then we can just, yeah, so that'll do. Now I'm only going to do little, like the cells I'm going to do, I'm going to show you. Right, I'll start from here. because we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then that, right? So that goes there. And my cells are literally, they're not cells, right? This is the one thing that I like about this game, is the fact that they're not going to be cells on, it's going to be dormitories. And yeah, I've seen people where they make big dormitories and they go, oh, don't ever make a dormitory. I've seen YouTubers saying it, don't make dormitories. Dormitories will mess up and all this, but I'm not sure how I do it. So there's one. Do this, and this is one of the main reasons why I love this prison planning tool, because these are cells. So these are going to be here like this. Yeah, just like that, and that one there like that. That there like that. Right, so let's cut that off. And that like that. Right. So now we've got our prisons. That's what they're going to be. So go down like that there, that there. I think I might have messed up a little bit, but with the planning tool, you can plan out the way you want your prison. Like for me, I'm just going to do it this way because it seems very interesting to do it this way, like that, down like that, yeah. Now, like I say, this is just a plan. This will get you quite a, like for me, this is going to get, it's going to cost a big amount of money. We've got 76,000. It's going to cost a lot, and it possibly could cost more than 76,000. I'm hoping it doesn't, but it could, and that is the problem we have. So let's do that there. Now my problem is if I do that, how are they going to get into it? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add just an extra 2 meters on. I'm going to make this down here, and that's where I said that I made a mistake, because like that there, just up, and then we go up just like that. That's perfect. Now they're going to come down. Now what we're going to do with this is going to be a solitary confinement cell. So solitary is going to have a cell straight away right there, because we ain't got little cells. I could do it like where I made it into a cell like that. Actually, I might do that, because then that gives an extra cell. Yeah, that would work actually. That, there we go. Yep, just like that, right? So that would work. So that gives us an extra cell, and then they'll come down here. So what we can do is 3. Like that's 1, 2, 3. No, that's 4 in it. Yeah. So we want that like that. Then like this, like that, and if we just keep going, you can see like the pattern sort of like ends up not the same but similar. I could make the pattern similar actually, or the same. So yeah, if the pattern's the same, then it's a lot easier for me just to clone everything. So we're just going to do this, then we're going to do that right there, we're going to pop this, and this is going to give us quite a lot of cells. I have to try and figure out where I want solitary to be, because my solitary is going to be a lot different to everyone's, and with this, like starting off here, this is only going to be minimum security, so you're not going to need much in solitary. You're only going to need a little bit. So we'll just do this, and again, this is all planning, so we do have to chop that yard out, not ward, sorry. Thinking of the wrong thing right there. So yeah, just do that like that like that, and I've done that the wrong way, and this is stupid because it's meant to be that way. I was just looking at that, I was doing it wrong. So yeah, all that like minute that I just done to do all that, I just did it wrong because I wasn't paying attention fully. Yeah, I get that sometimes, right? So like that, then we go 1, put that there. This is just making it a little bit easier for us, just like this, like this, yeah, and like that, and there we go. And this is richly quite a decent size for me. like there you've got all of them down there. There's an extra cell on the end, but like I say, it's just that extra cell. So that's not going to be a major issue for us. We're going to bring this down like to there, and then this comes across. That's 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's right. And then that comes across perfectly there like that, and then we just bring them down, straight down. And this is why I love this planning tool, because if you make a mistake, you just right click it, rubs it out, and you redo where you want to do it. Alright, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see, like that's 1, 2, 3, so the next one goes there, we miss it out and go there, 1, 2, so it's like 1, 2, 3, and then yeah, so it goes across there like that. Now this is what I was thinking, because my solitary is literally just that. That is a solitary cell. Like I say, you don't need many, because it is just it works well doing it this way. You saving space in certain ways, and to be honest, I'm not going to need this many, but I'm going to do this many because I can. And I could just filter capacity, and if the little, like the naughty, you know, if they've been naughty inside prison, then they go into solitary, and if there's like quite a few of them, if you add in medium sec to, yeah, med sec and min sec, if you got both of them going at the same time, you guaranteed med will probably be in more than minimum. Minimum will probably be in if they get drugs found on them, or if they're trying to dig a tunnel out, or some stuff like that. Like, we just took an intake of, no, we didn't take an intake of money, it was a cash flow. Prisoners still haven't come in. We'll speed this up just to like number 2. Like, this seriously is solitary for anyone in my prison. Like, that's all solitary, just that little wing down at the bottom, it's all solitary. And then we just want to do this, and then this, and this should, I'm hoping it's going to be more than just cell block A, this should be cell block B as well, hopefully. Like, this is how I do my cells, so this should work out quite well. That there, miss. Let's go up here. We might have to, like I say, we might have to replace that shower into a certain, like, a different place, but again, it's not a major issue with it being a shower. And with us moving the kitchen and the canteen anyway, we could probably move the shower up a little bit, which wouldn't harm us. It would probably give us a little bit more room to get a few more cells in, which again is always good. And I like the fact that I can work around, I can chop and change stuff, and that's always going to be one of the aspects of this that you can do. Like, I was a big fan of Theme Hospital. Theme Hospital was one of my favourite games that I used to play when I was a kid. It was so good. I mean, seriously, it was good to the point where I was always on it. Like, every time I'd come home from being in school, I'd go on to Theme Hospital, play that for a bit, or I'd go onto a PlayStation, but mainly Theme Hospital, because I enjoyed it so much, you know. And Theme Hospital was one of them where you could create, you didn't build like this, where you're building the whole prison, the foundations and everything. You didn't build the foundations on Theme Hospital. You just sort of built the actual rooms. So like I say, this is going to be the kitchen up here, this is going to be the canteen. It's going to be big enough, especially for this type of thing, because this is just going to be minimum sec. So it's like min sec with a canteen and a kitchen, and then the shower will probably just get moved up just a little bit, because we need to remove this stuff. So while that's happening, let's see how much this is going to cost us just to build this big section here. 19,000. Right, so we need to build that, and we need to build onto this section as well. So we'll build there, and it probably will remove the walls here, but it's not a major issue. So there we go, we've got 52 grand to build out the whole lot of this. So remember, we've got to get walls as well, and we've got all the stuff to get. And I'm hoping it gets done before because I only want to fill up to three MinSec prisoners. That's all we want to bring in. We'll get them in 8 hours. Let's go into intake. There is only 3 available. MedSec is closed. MaxSec's definitely closed. There's only 3 available. So we're going to get an intake of 3 prisoners, which is only $900, which again is not too bad. But once we complete cell block A, that's going to work quite well. Right, so if we can go into bureaucracy and get maintenance on the go. We've got an extra grant that we can do. Bank loan, I don't want to touch anything into that yet. So, well, what I do is I can pick up an extra grant, and that's what's looking quite good. Now, I was looking at inmate well-being because it is to do with the medical ward and it's good to have. So I'm gonna get that one. So we've got 3 of them going at the same time. Now that's good. That gives us build a medical ward. It also gives us inmate health. Doctors, and it will give us a psychologist. Now I am researching maintenance, so once maintenance is done, we can then, like I said, once maintenance is done, we can then get a psychologist in, which we'll be doing through the doctor, and we also need obviously the doctor in as well. Right, and we've got 7.5 hours before we get some prisoners in. We can speed it up just that little touch. Just speed the time up so we're not sat around doing nothing. We're sort of like watching that. For me, that's a big prison or big cell block. So that's going to get quite a lot done, you know. And it's what? See, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cells just on that top row. So that, you have to think, with the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to get 2 prisoners per cell, and it is only MinSec, so they're going to be able to share a cell, so 2 prisoners per cell, that's 12 on the top row, that's 24 prisoners straight away. Then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So then there's 22 on 24, that makes, what, 40, 22 on 20, that's 46. Then another 11 down here, or 22 down here, 22 there, 22 there, and 22 there. So that is a big intake. That's near enough 100 prisoners, if not over 100. I didn't do the whole math. I didn't work it out. It is off the top of my head. I'm not the best with it, but it will work. And the way I think it's going to work is going to work quite well for us. So what I'm going to do is, for now, I'm going to demolish. Oh, no, I don't need to because I already demolished the wall off. Right, which gives us what we need. We're going to go on concrete. Now we've got this up here. We want to put a wall here. Here. Get that done. Also, objects. Let's get some lights. And we're going to place one there. And one there. I'm going to place 2 lights in each room. I'm going to place one there and one here. So there. So that's like 2 lights in there. This one, the lights are going to go down the corridor more than anything, just to light up the corridors, not in the actual cells. Now this is one of the reasons why I turned off auto light, because auto light would put them in the cells as well as in the corridors. I think it uses way too many lights for the type of prison I'm trying to build. It's using way too many lights, using way too much money. This is why I turn auto light off. So I can sort of handle how much money, how many lights I'm going to be using, and what, and so on and so forth. Now, what I'm trying to wait for is for them to do it, because they're near enough done. So that should just take out the walls on the side as well here, as you can see. Oh, did I not? And yep, there we go. It's doing it. The walls are coming out, popping down the walls. There we go. Now that does that. Now we're going to put a light here, then here, here, and here, and then we're going to do one here, yeah, there, and then one there, and then we're going to go there, 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 just sort of keeping in the same thing, and there, and then down the corridor of this one as well. So we put a light there, and then we'll put a light here, because this is solitary. I'm going to put a light here, and then we're going to put another light here. Now, foundations, what they haven't done is they haven't I didn't build down to this bit, which was my bad. So I need to do that. There we go. Right, just like that. Perfect. Now get them to do that. They can do that bit. Now I want to sort of dismantle some objects because of this. I want to dismantle this, the bin, the fridge, and the fridge. You want to dismantle that, dismantle this, dismantle that, dismantle that. Now if we get all that dismantled, dismantle the door. We want to dismantle the whole lot of the shower, the drains, and this. Prisoner intake again. Like I think I can just close that again. Like, yeah, I don't need to take any prisoners in just yet. So I'm just gonna dismantle this holding cell because I don't really need it. We'll just basically get it out of the way. It's like say chop and changing everything out. So now I'm gonna sell these objects because you know it's money in the bank. Every little bit of these is money in the bank, and when you got a workshop, it comes into handy to like take them down. So that's that. That works out that way. Now, what I want to do is I want to run a electric cable, not there, all the way down to there. I want to run one down to there. I'll run one down here and just get that one up there like that. Come into here, just like that. I think we might actually have to add a couple of capacitors as well. Put one there, put one there. So there's two capacitors. I did want a water boiler. I want to put that one there. And I'll sort out the water boiler once I've got all the other stuff in place. And I'll sort out the water pipes once I've got all the other stuff in place. Now, that wall looks absolutely atrocious. So we want to demolish the whole lot of that. Then we want to get the concrete wall and put that there. And that there, like that. I could probably take out the whole wall of this holding cell as well. But we're not. We're going to use it because we went off it. So that like that. That goes there. This goes all the way up. There like that. Yep, that's working perfect. There we go. Now it looks a lot better. We're just going to demolish off that wall like it's saying there. I'm going to put a big wall across like that, and then we're going to put a wall across here, and then one across here as well. Yep, there we go. As long as I can get the foundations done and still have some money left over, then I think we should be rolling quite well. And getting these little bits out of the way are a lot more fussier than doing all the other bits. Because like I say, getting these foundations, I've just built them with the planning tool. But as you can see, doing it with the planning tool, yes, it does take a little bit longer. But it's definitely worth doing so you don't make mistakes. Because the amount of mistakes I would have made, just at this little point here, it would have been really, really bad. And I didn't want to make too many mistakes because I'm not a big fan of making mistakes on this. Because I think it costs you, everything you do in this is going to cost you money. But if I make a mistake in building something, that's going to cost me money. And I don't have the money, because you have to earn the money through the grants. I don't have the money to waste it. So, the planning tool for me works really great. It's like one of the best aspects of the game that they could have brought in. I think I've said it before, and I will continue to say it. It's one of the best aspects for me because, like I say, it's making me save money. It's a money saver just for what it's doing. So there's that bit to it as well. So if I'm just doing this here, this is solitary, and this is just the 2 little bits. It's a pain, but it needs to be done, you know, and it'll get done, and they are building it. As you can see, it's coming together quite nicely, and when I'm done, I will get an inburst of money, and then I'll get an inburst of prisoners as well, because I'm going to fill to capacity. I'll say that properly. I'm going to fill to capacity, and it's going to be a big cell. You know, it's going to be a lot of them. They're all going to be minimum security. Medium security is not going to get added in until I'm going to have to like build a whole new wing for medium security. So that's probably get a grant to do that as well. I do need to objects and dismantle object. I need to dismantle this door, get rid of that, and then I can do the rest of this stuff. We want to demolish these walls for the shower because they're in the way. Yeah, and that one because that's where they're going to walk in. So yeah, dismantle that wall too. Then go to the concrete. We want to build this, build that, get these little dots out of the way. No, I didn't want that there, that one there. And then do this. And the rest of it will come quite fast. Like doing this over and over, you'll get the hang of it a lot faster. I'm not that fast. I've not got many hours racked up on this game. I've been watching YouTubers that got like 300, 400 hours racked up on this game, a lot more than that, and they're really rapid at doing this type of stuff. Like they could build in a cell within 10 minutes. It'd probably take me 20 to 30 minutes to build a whole wing like this. I think I've been doing it for, it'll take me a full episode, because my episodes usually go between 20 minutes to 30 minutes, you know, and I think the highest episodes that I've got on my channel are probably like just under an hour, and I think that's League of Legends. But you can understand with League of Legends, but this is because it gets lost in the fun. There we go. Yeah, like I said, because you get lost in like building and doing all that, you don't realise how much time's gone by. I mean, I've been recording now for a good 26 minutes, 27 minutes, and it's like I looked before I actually did this. It was just the plan alone took me 15 minutes. Right, so now I've planned it all out. You know, it's gonna look really good, the final project, like this bit here, because you just do this now and it like goes down a little bit further. You know, it's coming along nicely. Hopefully by the next episode we should have a prison up and running with prisoners. Because like 2 episodes in, we still got no prisoners in the prison. We're just sort of building the actual prison. We've been paid some monies to create a cell block. We created a detention block, but I don't see, for me, you just get the detention block out the way. You don't really need to create anything other than a detention block and then just destroy it, you know. So you just create it, get the money. You don't have to bring prisoners in. You just get the money from it and then destroy. Yeah, so pretty much just destroy the detention block into a big cell block like I'm doing here. I mean, it's up to you how you do it. Like for me, this is just gonna give me a big intake of prisoners and a big intake of money. So like that is a big huge cell block, and it's a nice cell block. And the way I do it is I like to say, these aren't going to be cells, these are all going to be dormitories. They're going to be a 3x3 dormitory. Is it 1, 2, yeah, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3x3. It's going to be a 3x3 dormitory, and it works perfectly, it really does. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to demolish out this wall and this wall too, so we'll take out that. Right, now we're going to go to rooms. We're going to go holding cell. We want to get rid of you. Yep, you're gone. Then the yard, of course it's split the yard into 4, so there, the yard's gone. We don't have a yard anymore. There we go, gone. Now the kitchen is going to get moved to up here, so all this here can go. Let's just get rid of that. Yep. And then the canteen is going to be here. So like 15, yeah. So that's a big enough canteen in my eyes. Then we're going to want to put that there. Miss that. So you can put a door in. Then the showers can be here. Now this can be a shower room. And this I could use for something different. This I can use for a medical cell. You know, so there's something else we could use that for instead of a holding cell. So that works out quite well. Now we go to rooms and find shower. This is the one that gets me. He's always trying to find where shower. There it is. There's shower. I'm going to drop that down there. Pop that in like that. And that's how it's going to be. So I'm going to leave off the episode here because like when we come back in, I'm going to pause it. When I come back in the next episode, we're going to get the rest of it done. So it's going to look like a proper prison, up and running. Everything's going to be working. What I am going to do is my bureaucracy there. I want to put him on maintenance, which is approved. So now I need to build another office to put the foreman in the office. But we want to get some doctors, so we're going to do them too. So once this one's done, he's going to go into doing this one. So that'll work quite well for us. So we'll get that done. But like I say, this is looking like a really decent prison so far. We've got 2 offices. I can expand off outwards to the right, like here. Have another office for the foreman, and that way, and sort of like come up this way, and we'll plan it out for the office on that one, and then we'll do this as a medical infirmary once we've unlocked it. Then, like I say, you've got a bigger kitchen, we've got a bigger canteen, we've got a shower there, we've got all these, and I'll figure all this in the next episode, and it'll come together and it'll look quite nice, and you'll see what I mean by doubling the intake of prisoners that we get. Just because of the minimum security, you can do it with maximum. With medium as well. I wouldn't advise doing it with maximum because maximum prefer to do a lot of fighting, so it's best to give them cells more than dormitories. But I'll show you what I mean in the next episode. Well, it has been a fun one, this one, so we're going to leave it off here and we'll pick it up in the next one. So again, thank you all for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure recording this for you. I've been Fury. Stay amazing. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and I shall see you next time.